Alright, this is Badegi Radio 90.1 FM. Good morning and welcome to the program Global Review Issues in the News. I am Ibrahim Gimba. Thank you for joining us this morning. I hope you had a very wonderful night rest. Today is Friday, the 13th of March 2026, which is equivalent to 24th of Ramadan. It's gradually moving out. Yeah, it's gradually moving, and let's make sure we have judicious use of the time we have left. All right, I'm not the only one in the studio this morning. I have Sani Abdullah already, aka Ibile. Ibile, good morning.
Good morning this morning, IG. Wonderful listeners of Badegi Radio. Want to thank you for always staying tuned with us. And what about Biko? After the governor gave a match in order, you just gave us water for like 1 or 2 days, and we haven't been seeing the water again. Please help the good people of Niger State, and thank God for the beautiful breeze yesterday night. You know, I think rain fell in somewhere in Chanchaga.
Chanchaga, yeah, I heard.
Yes, so and thank God for that. So we didn't really have the feeling of not having NEPA lights. Though I was in contact with Baba yesterday night, and he said NEPA gave them light as a good
finally
of finally ambassadorial position. Paid off. Yes.
Yeah. On that water supply, I think it's still unfortunate that since the governor visited the waterworks, many areas have still not gotten the supply. I don't know, especially Papungu area have not gotten. And as I'm talking, Mr. Apaya just walks in. Mr. Apaya, good morning.
Yes, good morning, Billy. Good morning, and Gimba. Good morning.
Do you have water and light?
Well, the one we had last Saturday, we said, using it gradually, small.
Saturday?
Yes, water is now a luxury, just like water and light and water. So you don't squander it. So we are just managing it so that at least before rainfall. Yesterday, since it fell in day before yesterday in Suleja, and I learned that it fell in somewhere around the town. So gradually it's coming. So before it could come into town, that's the divine intervention that we've been calling for. We've been asking for. So before you get to that, the little one we've gotten from water board, we'll be managing it. We talk about it's one thing for you to give a direct order, and it's another thing for you to actually work on that order. When the former governor went to water board and threatened to sack the workers there, if they did not make sure the engine is running 24 hours, they cannot use their urine or their saliva to power it. It must be be powered by diesel. So the question now we're asking now, how many liters of diesel do you give water
provided?
You understand?
Good one.
Like we said, I can vouch there is no way the permanent secretary, the GM, the staff which admits this has scarcity of water. If they have been provided the necessary equipment, they hold back. They will not. I don't know them, but I know they are civil servants. They will not frustrate the people.
Will they cry?
They are Muslims. They are Christians. We are coincidentally or simultaneously observing fasting, Ramadan and Lent. So none of these Christian brothers and sisters in that water board want to frustrate the people. So if the government, or the governor to be precise, have given them all the necessary thing, there is no way they will hold it back. So you should really, if you didn't see water, either there is no light, you ask how many liter of diesel did the governor give to water. But that day he make that pronouncement that we have given you diesel enough. I think the governor should be able to tell us the liter of diesel. So that at least we can be able to hold the water board accountable.
Yes, or the commissioner of water resources should be able to tell us.
Yesterday I saw the commissioner, taking some consultants around.
Okay.
It's needless.
It's
needless. Consultant. That's why we are squandering money in this stage.
That's where I'm going to. Why
civil servant who has the capacity, you have engineers in the ministries. You have engineers.
Why must you always call for consultants? And all the consultants you have been calling, where have they actually taken us to? The consultant for the specialist hospital, the Shiruru, where did they take us to?
Construction.
The consultant for the roads that we are building, where has it taken us to? The consultant for a 5-star hotel here today, where has it taken us to? The consultant for the Niger foods, where has it taken us to?
And if you must do a consultant, why don't you bring people who did the job? The Bywater company, they are still alive and they're still within somewhere around the country. You can bring them because they understand the reticulation. And there are some there are civil servants in water board who grew up in that water bodies for more than 35 years.
Yes.
You understand? They are still alive.
Yes.
They can tell you the water channels, the problems. So you don't need any consultants. Consultancy,
Seriously.
we just amount to wasting our resources.
Resources.
The money you're going to give the consultants, why don't you channel it into buying choline and other chemical, water treatment chemicals, so that at least water can be up and running.
Yes.
All right.
Just calling our people. And again, somebody said the poles were falling along the Chanchaga Road due to the breeze. And we were shouting this thing when when those street lights were being fixed, when we were saying that the former ones that were there, what happened to them? Those were very standard poles that will stand the test of time. But they were removed, and some things that looks like chewing stick were placed on that road. And now, even without a car coming to hit them, they fall.
Even with the wind,
we just
wind.
Wind is falling them off.
No. I think that they need to go back and take a look at that particular issue, because right now, although where is even the power? Where is the power in Niger State? And so talking about power, they say this one say power. Let's take a look at Daily Trust. It's also talking about power again. Power outage may worsen as gas supply worsen again. As you know, are we not seeing the worst of it all?
I think maybe we'll be going 1 week on total darkness now currently.
What are we talking about?
There are some places in Niger State that are more than one week blackout. So it's just their time. It's just their time. And this is some minister who will come and tell you that you are not paying. Is it as a result of not paying that we are having this blackout?
From their argument, they said we are not paying enough. So the distribution companies are not being able to remit back to the Gencos, who are now going to remit. Because from what I was reading yesterday, that majority of the lights that we are being supplied are from the gas plants, not even from the hydro dams again. So what is happening to the hydro dams? So why are we getting more from the gas plants? And now the gas is not being supplied. So that is why we are having the issue. That is what they said.
And now that's why this news is also coming. The power shortage across the Nigeria may worsen as suppliers have reduced the amount of gas they supply to the thermal power plants.
So the question is, what is happening to our dams?
Yes.
What happened to the dams?
You can't give me a reason of dry season that there is no water in our dams, because there is enough water. So every dry season we have this particular issue. So what is happening? So it also says, however, at February 23rd, 2026, actual supply stood at about 692.00 of this particular quantity per day, representing less than 43% of the required volume. So where is the gas? We are flaring gas, Mr. Ibile. Nigeria is flaring gas. Go to Port Harcourt, go to Bayelsa. You see our gas burning in the air. So what are we doing? Can't we bring it down?
Channel it to the gas stations. The thing is, our leaders, we don't really want to do what is going to better the life of the people. We are not thinking of how to better the life of the people. We are thinking of something different. We were talking to somebody yesterday, and I was telling him the money that is being borrowed, what are they being used for? Are they being used to buy private cars for politicians? Are they being used to buy yachts? Are they being used to buy luxurious or private jets? What actually are the people benefiting? Okay, subsidy was removed. How has it benefited? How has it impacted the life directly of the ordinary Nigerian? No way. Instead, some people have been cornerizing that money for their own personal effect. And when a country continues borrowing and nothing is being done with it, then the country will suffer for it. Definitely. And these are those things that we are seeing. Now, you borrowed money to build a road that is supposed to take just 1 year or 2 years to complete. And for like 4 years now, we can't complete that particular road. Now, we are not having a good return on that investment. So what do you expect would happen? That's
a serious one. Yesterday, I also read in the news that Minister of Finance, Mr. Wale Edo, say Nigeria, the federal government is not going to do anything about the rising price of fuel in the country as a result of the Middle East crisis. So federal government is going to sit down and allow Nigerians to face it out, saying the price of fuel in the market is determined by market forces. But I have seen countries whose government are now trying to cushion the effect of this, of this skyrocketing price of fuel. So why is Nigeria coming out to say no? we will just allow the market to determine what the price is. What is the government going to do to make sure that Nigerians do not suffer? They are already suffering.
Exactly.
So what is government going to do so that this price that is skyrocketing will not compound the problem Nigerians are facing? Nigeria government is now leaving us, in the limbo. So I don't know.
It would interest us to know that past administration has used majority of even undrilled oil as collateral, as backup for the funds that they have collected. So I think that is just the answer for that one, because majority of the oil that we are having, the crude that we're having in the country, has already been used to collect loans already.
So don't forget, Mr. Ibile, that as these prices are going up, it's about $100 now.
Yeah.
Yes.
We are going to 200. We are going to 200.
200, yes. So which also means that the export or the ones you are selling to Dangote refinery, it means you are getting a lot of profit. So isn't they going to be like, okay, let's give Nigerians small out of this profit by reducing the price of fuel in the country?
From the same government that removed subsidy. Mr. Paya, from the same government that removed subsidy, what are you expecting? Which sukkah are you expecting? Let's be realistic with each other. Okay,
what happens to LNG buses that they say the thousands that they brought to the country?
Where are they? I think we have some in the Trade Fair complex, which is still rotting away up till now, because you said you brought in LNG buses. Where's the LNG filling stations? Where's the LNG filling stations? You said you want to bring conversion kits. Where are the conversion kits? I was reading in the newspaper that they said they are bringing in, I think, 2,000 conversion kits thereabout. Where are they? Have you trained the engineers? Have you trained the mechanics? Have you trained the mechanics that will do this conversion? Where are the filling stations? These are two major important things. Where are the conversion kits? How much is the conversion kit? Can the average Nigerian afford a conversion kit? These are questions that we really need to ask, and that is the problem we are having. We don't put things in place before we do things. We don't say, okay, I want to do this. What is going to be the repercussion of what I want to do? What is the consequences of what I want to do? And how am I going to mitigate it? There is a mitigating factor to reduce the stress on the people. But no, we just do without thinking of repercussion in this.
All right, Mr. Apaya, Nigeria State government brought CNG buses. And it came as a result of removal of fuel subsidy, so that it will cushion the effect of removal of fuel subsidy on the poor Nigerians. Now, Nigeria State brought the CNG buses. They are now laying fallow.
All the batteries have been looted.
Well, you okay? If I might even advise,
yes,
I think we should just face the practical reality of life now. What is happening? I think what is happening in US, Israel, Iran is more important than this, because as it is now, all this you are saying is already a failed system.
It is.
Fuel system.
We are talking about removal of subsidies in May 29, 2023. We are now in 2026, almost 3 years down the line. You're still taking us back, and the government is not even ready. In fact, they've forgotten that one. They see that one as an achievement now. They've already reaching those ones as achievement. Yes,
it is an achievement.
It's an achievement.
Because that cannot even fly the road.
It's an achievement. So just forget about that one. The only thing that is there for you now is to open up your eyes. If you're happy with the achievement so far, so good, fine. 2027, I think you can still, queue behind the achievement, whatever, gladiators. And if you feel otherwise,
you know
what to do, because their own destiny is now in your own hands.
Exactly.
If you want, because the more you talk now, people, there are some people, some gullible followers who don't even read, who don't even, travel, who don't even know what the world is all about. They'll just keep on making a lot of noise. Here, is it not here that we're talking about what is happening when they say they're bringing development here, they're bringing machines, you are going to have the most sophisticated health facility, and we're talking, and the next thing somebody call and say, is trying to, defend what is not real. So I think it is better for us to look at, the global world now, because even this thing, the Minister of Petroleum, Minister of Finance is saying, that Nigeria should not expect any cut down in the pump price of petrol is because the government is all there for itself. The government does not care about Nigerian masses. If there is any better time Nigerian will smile, it's now. As you are getting more money, then give succor to Nigerians.
Yes.
Because the crude oil now, as at yesterday, I don't know, it's over 101, right, per barrel.
Thereabouts.
Yes, 101.
Check that.
So for per barrel. So the thing is shooting, it gets to even 115. So I don't really, I don't know how to, juxtapose all these things.
Yeah.
You are having more. This is the government that came in the very first day you remove subsidy. What do you do with the proceed of
the
subsidy?
Subsidy.
That is number one. Nigerians are still asking that question, is still begging for an answer. You now go out to borrow. I said that is not enough. You now brought a very stringent tax policy that is making Nigerians to cry, and yet you see you are still okay. All the policy the government is doing, the government is now looking within its own comfort, within its own comfort zone. You are not looking at the average Nigerian man on the streets.
Yeah.
You understand? How the ordinary Nigerian man puts food on the table? That is not your concern. And now electricity, that is one of those things we enjoy. You are now removing subsidy on electricity, and even insulting people that they are not paying electricity while you are there gathering money to do campaign, and nobody is checkmating. So asking question. So I think it is important that we look at the global world, because this thing is affecting, so that Nigerians can prepare. Already we have been subjected to untold hardship. Another global one is coming. The little one you are having because of the importation and whatever is going to have a lot of challenges, because the fuel, the crude in the international market is skyrocketing, and definitely the government of Nigeria will be very happy to sell crude to Dangote at international price. They don't care. So Dangote has been begging to give Nigeria Suko. They've been frustrating its effort. So I think the government of Nigeria now, since they say this one is a global thing, it's a global economic war now that we're facing now. So Nigeria is not an exception. They will take advantage of this to enrich themselves, while Nigeria wallow in pains.
It is. And when the Aso Rock went, I think it's already, they said they are going off national grid by this March.
Yes, March.
We have our Niger State governor also telling us that we should look for alternative sources, even with seeing the gigantic solar panels at the government house too. Now, this is to tell Nigerians that even the government have already given up on the issue of light.
Yes, public
so
power
that is to tell us that there is no hope at all anytime soon on this issue of light. If these two important institutions are off the national grid, then tell me who will be on their neck every day that we are not having light. What is actually happening?
Already they are giving up.
So you've already given up. So what do you want Nigerians to do currently? And that is why our governor can tell us with all effrontery that we should find alternative sources, as if we can just go and pick a solar panel out there where people are hungry, people don't have food to eat. Right about now, Nigeria is one of the most hungriest nation in the world. When they look at the poverty index, Nigeria is one of the highest. Now, it will interest you to know that the middle class is currently being eradicated from Nigeria.
Okay.
It's either you are poor or you are rich.
I thought you want to talk about you are middle class in Nigeria.
No. It has been decimated now.
It's either you are poor or you are rich. You have to be in one of those two places. So tell me, how do you want to get to buy that solar panel? And mind you, the batteries have time frame. The highest it is going to try for you 2 years, 3 years. Then you start gathering money for another battery again.
And unfortunately, they never tell you until when they are prepared.
Yes.
After government has been powered with solar, other critical sector, like they said, has been powered. That's when they now tell you to, okay, government cannot provide you electricity. You had better go and find your own level.
But I didn't vote you there. You promised me.
No. What will happen? What will happen? It's not an incitement. When they come to campaign 2027, they will ask them. People will ask them, what promise you come to? You come to impoverish us the money, or what have you come?
Have you fulfilled the promise you made?
All those campaign promises. Even the president that said, if I didn't provide you electricity for 4 years,
don't vote me
out. So I think that is the question they will be expecting to have. Nigerians are going to be asking them.
Exactly.
Anybody who campaign, who promise, they were going to ask him his promises.
I think it's a thing we as Nigerians, should I say the country is still dreaming. If we say we are going green and developed countries are still using fossil fuel, I think it's a slap on our faces. They have contributed more to the damage of the climate change. Understand? While we that are here, we are managing to survive. They are still using nuclear. They are still using coal to power their economy. And then now, our government is now telling us to go and use solar. How many people are using solar in the United
Let's
States?
just leave this issue. Let's talk about
How many
this
people are
issue
using
better.
solar there?
It's a failed
So let's
system.
take a look at more headlines coming from the Punch. This one says court grant ICPC access to El-Rufai's digital devices. That means his phones, tablets, and other things. Is this not intrusion of his privacy?
It is an investigation.
Honestly,
But
I fear for this country. The dimension the government is taking in trying to deal with its perceived enemies or opposition figures is very dangerous to the existence of the country, the democracy, and the country at large. You know, nobody is saying El-Rufai and the likes should not be tried. But avoid selective justice. Now Malemi nobody's talking about Malemi. It's just there now. Anything they want to do, fine. But they should not forget. Malemi can contest. You contest election, and even inside prison he can win election. You see what happened to Fubara. Fubara, the time he was Wike was not in the same page with federal government. Where he has an issue. He has been shielding Fubara. Fubara, not until inside you have been hiding. He never come to open when he won election in River State, and now he's enjoying immunity. So what will you do with Malami by the time you keep on to incarcerate him, keep him in custody, and he contests for election in KB State and win? Are you still going to, hold him as a governor with full immunity in custody? That is number one. El-Rufai's case is unfortunate that ICPC, most of these our leaders or this establishment don't look back into history. If you allow them to use you, the person who is shielding you, who is standing for you, will not be in power forever.
Exactly.
He will definitely leave. And by the time he leaves, he is not going to be the person to answer what happened in your own organization. It is you who man that organization who will come and account for all your deeds. And that time, you wouldn't have anybody to give you defense. What happened, I always use that example with what happened to Tafawa Balogun. Look at how honorable that position that he held. And look at how he was being humiliated to death. Tafawa Balogun died with a lot of things on his heart. Because people who use him at the end of the day, they were not there. They could not even protect him. Obasanjo was live and alive when they were humiliating Tafawa Balogun. What did he do to him? He could not protect him. Even the DSS, one of the DSS, I could remember this Marilyn Oga when she was a spokesperson of the DSS. You see what they do at the end of the day after they left, why came to power. Do you hear about them again? So there are some certain things. Again, there is a adage in my tribe. They said, if they send you, you send yourself.
Send yourself.
Yes.
You ICPC, for crying out loud, what business do you have in dealing with issue of national security? If they ask you, why don't you channel the issue to DSS? And DSS, don't you have court? So we should be very careful. The whole world is watching. The whole world, look at what is happening in the Middle East. And the same person who has caused confusion in that Middle East, you have allowed him to come to Nigeria. Trump is still going to cause confusion in Nigeria. By the time they throw confusion in Nigeria, where will you be? So we should be mindful.
All right.
Now, talking about Trump real quick, what I'm looking at, the United States is one of the major producers of arms and ammunition. And they have a whole lot of stockpile, and they need war to be able to sell these arms and ammunition. So when they are coming to a country for war, they are bringing in weapons. They are bringing in weapons to be tested, weapons to be sold to you at the same time. And this will cause a proliferation of ammunition. Now, you can see what happened in the northern part of the country. This is as a result of the war that happened in Libya and Syria, which trickled down to West Africa. Now, we can see also yesterday, 2 U.S. vessels were attacked. Though the United States is defending that it was not attacked, that it was accident. The USS George Floyd, the USS Abraham Lincoln, they were attacked on the sea. Though the Abraham Lincoln is now going back towards the United States. They are withdrawing. Also, an aircraft too was attacked, fell inside Iran, and they were also saying it was an accident that happened. So you can see all this that is playing out. And looking at it, Mr. Apaya, during the month of Ramadan. Why are people not having conscience? At the same time, some Jews are coming out to say nothing concerns them with whatever it is Netanyahu is doing. That Israel is a Zionist state. They are not affiliating themselves with Judaism. They call it Judaism, that they are not affiliating with Judaism. So all this now is now bringing the question, where are you all this while when this thing has been happening?
Although the Orthodox Jews have been speaking, even during the invasion of Gaza, they've been saying they don't support Zionist regime. The regime they have in Israel now is a Zionist one, and they don't believe it because they are the original Jews in Jerusalem or in Gaza. So right now, as it is happening, some of them are coming up to speak against Netanyahu and his people. So yes, this war is not a religious war; it's just a war of hegemony, of power grabbing. So if it's a war that you feel Israel is in danger, Israel has been living. The Jews have been living with Muslims and Christians for as long as possible. So what are you fighting for? The Orthodox, that is the original Jews, are now complaining. We've been living fine with these individuals. Why are you not?
Let me tell you, it's not. Actually, it's not a religious war. But if you look at the way the things, the trend of the war now, it's get tougher. It will definitely turn to religion war.
It can.
Because of sympathy you're going to receive. You know, if you look at Sunnah and Shiites, Sunnah are in more majority, and other Muslims. But what many people are saying, killing Ayatollah, who is the Muslim, all Muslims anywhere in the world believe in La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. That is what binds us together. Nothing could take that thing away. So anybody who believe in La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, and he now begin to have the feeling that, okay, this is a Muslim, despite the fact we are of different sects, but we all believe in God. One thing, Holy Quran, we all believe in Quran. So by the time you take away Ayatollah, the Shiite leader, the supreme leader, in the month of Ramadan, who believe in La ilaha illallah, and look at what is happening. Other superpower are still supporting killing Ayatollah. What do you think other Muslims in other part of the world will begin to think? So at a point it will get to religious war, because everybody will now be pitching tent with Iran. And look at what Iran are saying. That America must completely leave
the Middle East.
Yes. And they are hell-bent on grounding Israel. And they've started. Look at what is happening today. God are giving Iran the capacity to launch attack from its own soil direct to Israel. And you can see the distance between Israel and Iran is about 1,000 kilometers. You understand? Even more. You understand? And today they have, they've launched a supersonic missile, the Fatah 2, which have the capacity, you understand, of penetrating from, they say they can travel from, they can launch it from Tehran, which is the capital, which is from Iran, to Tel Aviv in Israel within 4 minutes. So it doesn't even give the Iron Dome, the arrow system, the Davis slims. They don't give them, you understand? They give them opportunity. You understand? The Iron Dome, which is a short range defense system, and even the Davis slim, that is medium defense system, and even the arrow system, arrow 2 and 3, all of them could not detect this supersonic missile that is coming from Iran. This is a new generation missile. You understand? No any defense system will stop it now. So Baba is saying something the other day, that the Iranians are even so merciful. They have the capacity within few days, within a week,
to do more damage,
to ground Israel completely. But because there are some Muslims around, there are even some cases of Christians, they who are innocent, so they are looking up to that, and that is why they are selecting targets. If not, they can ground the whole of Tel Aviv. They can continue to launch attack because of the new generation missiles, which is defenseless as far as US and Israel is concerned. They can't defend all those things. So I think it's dangerous, because the whole world, and unfortunately, America, who have joined the war, the only thing they can do is to use nuclear warhead. And who tell you that Iran doesn't have one? And even Russia and China are there on standby. You can see how Russia is helping the Iranians with data to detect any threat that is coming. And some of the places where Americans are having their base, and they are taking them one by one. It's a war of attrition, where you have to decapitating the feather of your enemies until you make sure that you are defenseless. Then you annihilate totality.
All right.
So I think it's unfortunate.
All right, thank you. Okay, let's come back home. Drama as ADC dislodges PDP in Senate as Tambua, Kingibe, and 7 others defect. So what it's saying, let's take a look at it, saying that ADC is now the minority party in the Senate. The Action Democratic Congress yesterday became the main opposition party in the Senate as 9 senators left the fold of other parties to join. With development, the number of senators in the ADC rose to 9, while that of the People Democratic Party, which used to be the main opposition party, dropped to 7. So ADC is now the main opposition in Nigerian Senate chamber. So what do you think?
You have something to say. Time to time we were saying that PDP have never taken PDP to be a serious political opposition in Nigeria ever since they lost power. Well, yesterday I think there is a development. I think there is need for us to congratulate our one and only chief servant of Niger State, a former chief servant of Niger State who was being appointed as the secretary of the board of trustees of the PDP.
Of PDP.
Yes, of PDP.
But I again ask myself, as I'm just saying, do you celebrate a carcass?
Yeah, I did.
Because PDP seems like a sinking ship.
Yeah, it's a sinking. It's just a carcass. It's a party of dead men walking. Not due respect. I'm not need to,
it is the party you are talking about.
Yes, the party, because you're just saying it now. ADC have not contested a major election, but yet they have now
gotten 9 senators.
So they are now the major opposition.
Yes, in the Senate.
Now taking over PDP in the Senate.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. So I think that Dr. Wazu Babangida Ali is the secretary.
I'm expecting him to also defect, though. We've been having rumors that he was going to defect before that to the APC before that news actually broke that he's now the secretary of the board of trustees.
Because all his household shit have defected to the APC.
That's what I'm saying. I'm still expecting him to still defect anytime. At any time, it can still happen.
When he just got appointed,
it doesn't matter. Does that actually matter?
No. When I think when they press his voting, that voting I'm talking about, the EFCC voting.
It has started being pressed.
When they press it, definitely. That is the only best. Oshomole have told us that we are not cooking this story now. Oshomole have openly told us the best way to live in peace in Nigeria is to join the APC. If you join the APC, whatsoever is your sin is forgiven. And we have seen it. Former governor of Delta State who have over 1 trillion naira on his neck
is there.
We have Yaya Bello, who just yesterday was running away from EFCC and all the agency. Today is even having infantry to visit Villa and even gather legislators to sit on the floor while he's sitting on the seat.
Yes, he's the godfather.
He's the godfather.
He's the new godfather of Kogi State.
So there are a whole lot of political opposition who have corruption cases hanging on their neck.
We have the like of Gandola,
the one with evidently video clip where he was stockpiling dollars into his agbada, and because he's a chieftain of the APC, that one is not a crime. So I think any other person who want to, even El Rufai and Malami, who are in custody now, if I thought today, even inside the prison, the correctional center, so to speak, decided to say, okay, we are coming back to APC. There and then their case file will be missing. And, they will use another language to free them, and nobody will hear about it again.
That's true.
But that's democracy.
That's not democracy.
That is the kind of democracy we are practicing in this part of the world. And Mr. Pai, I think we have infected the United States with this kind of democracy. Like I was saying yesterday, if you can see, this is the same thing that Trump is doing. The way Trump is acting like an African autocratic leader. Somebody like the likes of Robert Mugabe, who would just wake up one morning and say, this is what we will do, and that is what we are going to do.
That is
irrespective of getting the go-ahead from the Senate or not. We also had the same issue when the president declared the state of emergency in a River State without consulting, without it going through the National Assembly. It has never been done anywhere. but we have that kind of thing done in Nigeria. Now look at what happened in Iran. The president didn't go to the Senate. He just woke up one morning, called his Department of War Secretary, go and blow up Iran, because we are expecting them to come and blow Israel. That was the whole essence. We are expecting them not to come and blow us. We are expecting them to come and blow Israel, so go and blow up the country. And they did it. And up till now, they have not still gotten that go ahead from the Senate. And the Senate is being complacent too about this whole issue. And a whole lot of Americans are coming out to say, okay, yesterday the FBI too was saying that they are going to bomb California. And now the people of California are coming out to say, what is our own? We didn't ask for this war. So why are they coming to bomb us? But again, the Iranian people too didn't ask for the war.
They didn't ask. Yeah, they didn't.
They didn't ask for the war too, and you have been bombing them. Now look at the issue of that school, where 170 school kids were killed. And Trump was coming out to say it was not their own Tomahawk. As if it is not US that solely produce Tomahawk in the whole world. And we have, I think, only 2 or 3 countries who have that Tomahawk, particularly to be precise. And Trump was coming out saying no. Then later again he said no, it was a mistake that the IRGC were using these schools as a front, that they were hiding inside these schools. And it was shown that no, this school was a building that was on its own. And it was blown up.
Ebile, let me tell you, it seems we are even de-emphasizing the gravity of U.S. Crime.
These are war crimes.
It's a war crime. Already. What even Iranians are saying, do you know what it means to take down supreme leader? Ayatollah is more important than them to anything, because if not for Ayatollah, do you think Americans, the Middle East and Israel would have been smiling, even having this lesser effect of war? Ayatollah was even the one that was even calming them down. When the son took over the leadership, what happened? In less than 24 hours, look at what happened to Tel Aviv. What they have never seen in their entire life, what they have never dreamed of. Look at how they beat all the defense system of Iran, including that of US. And look at what is happening to Tel Aviv now and other part of the Israel. So that Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, they take down. And like I told you, if the war continues, it will turn to religion war, because they will always make reference to that thing, because that is what pain them most. And Ayatollah Ali Khamenei deliberately did that, because he's 86 years of age. He's on his way out to the grave.
Yes.
So you help him to commit jihad. And that is exactly where they want to be. You took them to where they want to be. These are martyrdoms. These are people who are ready to give their life for their religion. We have some of them in Nigeria. You understand? The Shia, anywhere they are in the world, they are martyrdoms. So you help them, you understand, to get where they want to be. And you are not paying the price. They have not seen anything yet. With this new generation missile, only God knows what's going to happen next minute. If something happened today, tomorrow's is going to be different. So I don't know.
All right. And again, real quick, something happened on social media where the Nigerian army were seen, executing a Boko Haram, a bandit commander, I beg your pardon. Then somebody said something which was so annoying to me. He said people should stop circulating that video of an unarmed terrorist, because the International Criminal Court and others will sanction the Nigerian army. And I was not like, when they were killing our own people, raping our women, sacking a whole village, the ICC, Human Rights Watch, Amnesty International are not sanctioning the terrorists. But when it comes to our turn to kill them, then they will now sanction us. What kind of thinking is that?
It all boils down to your own government. How lackadaisical the government is. The government on its own part had been more or less giving them defense. How they do that? Okay, a bandit will, flaunt a video. You understand? Do all manner of things. You have technology that can use in tracking them down. Power.
Yes.
And that is why you see some Malams during this month of Ramadan are coming out to speak on some of those things. This Malam says you can't play them on radio because it will amount to inciting public violence, but it's out in the public domain. You go to social media, you see some certain things, say, you see this Malam, is it in Nigeria? You understand? Some of these Malams with their large followers are ready for anything. And this is because the government is not taking appropriate measures.
Exactly.
Those who are killing us, you don't go after them. Then we who are crying, crying for our brief. We are brief. We are crying, calling for help. You are not arresting us. We are asking you, is it what you sworn to an oath to do? You swear to protect us. Where is the protection? All of a sudden, you now be a threat, a national security threat to the country because you are now coming to speak for asking for defense.
Yes.
So I think there's a lot of things to do. If the government have not actually, if you are amnesty, if a member of amnesty, and they kill people, look at what they do to that copper. If you are asking if they catch any of the terrorists and do the same thing to him, and you want to say an amnesty, you want international whatever, I will hold you and take you to the bush. Let's go there. You understand?
Yes.
Halfway I will leave you inside the bush. Get your way back. Let them catch you, and so that you know that or any judge who will have the issue before him in the court and be dragging feet. Take him to the bush and leave him there. Let him go and see what is happening in the bush.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. Let's quickly take a look at more headline coming from Daily Trust. This one is happened yesterday. Tinubu approves fresh military hardware as troops step up anti-terror operations. So, Minister of Defense, Christopher Musa, and other chief of army staff, heads of military, organizations went to president yesterday and asked for more money, for procurement of more weapons. Now the question is, what happens to trillions of naira that have been budgeted for the security of this country? Why are we now asking for more money to buy war equipment? Why?
The security votes have never been, audited. It is never audited. They don't audit it. Anything security votes. So we really cannot answer that question. We also had that issue, if you remember, of the Dasuki Gate, where money were being channeled for arms and the same thing.
And then they were used for prayers.
For prayers and different things. So you can see what is actually happening in the country. And you can see there is a deliberate effort from some quarters, to make sure that this banditry continues, because it is actually a very lucrative business currently. It is very, very lucrative. If you ask me, when you are paying 10 million, you are paying 100 million for people, you are paying 250 million for a whole village. It is very lucrative, and some people would not want this to stop anytime soon. They would want it to continue. And again, where there is no serious political will, no matter the amount that you keep on budgeting and paying and budgeting and paying, we will still keep on having the same thing. Is it not in this country where bandits will be passing by and soldiers will be filming them? Soldiers will be filming bandits that are passing. Instead of you to open fire on them, why are you not opening fire on them? Are you waiting for an order, or have they ordered you not to open fire on them?
Yeah, sometimes they talk about it, they say they are not given order.
So you say, why are you waiting for? What order are you waiting for? Somebody who is killing you, maiming you, killing your brothers day and night. People cannot sleep in their villages. Farmers cannot go to farm. In some places now, these bandits are now the authority. They are now the government in those places. Because anywhere you are paying tax to somebody, then that person is already automatically the government in that particular place. And we are seeing this day in, day out. And again, the government are not understanding something. If you allow this to fester for long, you throw the country into a state of anarchy. And that was why when Donald Trump said Nigeria is a disgraced nation, I totally agree with him. If you ask me, are we not actually disgraced? When things like this can be happening in a country that have a president, in a country that have governors, that have ministers and the likes, and things like this keep on happening. And Baba always tells us here, Mr. Apaya, every time, look at what we have done in other countries when our soldiers go to fight. Look at what we did in Burma. Look at what we did in other countries. We have gone to Sierra Leone and the likes. Look at what we have done. Then he came back to Nigeria. Ordinary bandits we cannot fight today. So tell me, that says a lot. So.
Mr. Apaya, yes. Trillions of naira have gone down the drain. Are they gone down the drain, or where are they?
No, you have just said it now. Military security vote is on an unaccountable funds. Recently, don't you see video when the president is saying he's giving governors more money? Where does it transfer to reality?
Not at all.
Which governor stands to even defend himself, use that to fund channel to security? So all these ones are things you just be here on a couple of newspapers and no reality.
All right.
Thank you, gentlemen, for that. Let's quickly go over to the phone lines and let's hear calls from our listeners. Also go over to the Facebook page, so we can also pick read some messages from the Facebook page. Let's go over to the Facebook page. We have this one coming from Umar Dang Azmi. saying rice, the solution to every crisis. The government of the rice, by the rice, and for the rice. Riceocracy. All right, thank you there. He also continues to say riceocracy is the government we deserve. Forget democracy. I want a nation where every crisis, more rice. Every celebration, more rice. Every problem, more rice. The Rice Manifesto. In rice we trust liberty and justice for all rice. One nation under rice. Long live the rice empire. That's what is happening.
I think
rice here, rice there.
I have little interludes here.
Yes.
So I think because if you dwell more on the giant issue, it's going to give you a lot of sense. So let's just have little interlude.
Right.
Dr. Siraji Bribarika Yawe Jakadia etu nombe etu bagandoji etu yaya Abubakari Ejizeleo ache panda won etu moru eza gorozo igana gorozo magane ngida gorozo magane ndaji Ujina sokote fuyana magazana ijechi tukatayana etu bagadoji etu yaya Abubakari wenjiwe barika yasera jibri yakadi ya etu nombe bariko beyina yasera nata barika for me masera jibri barika Yewoga jibo ya etu soko yema woga jibo ya soko na twawe tunyina no Yemiga jibo ya weo tachimi Yemiga jibo ya weo etu soko Yemiga jibo ya weo tachimi Yemiga jibo
So at least if we cannot celebrate men
We celebrate
the
women.
democratic circle, let's celebrate women who have actually done great in our democratic. This is Sarah Jibrin, who just celebrating her birthday, and they composed a very delightful song for her. And even Yaya Etunipe Alaji Yaya Abubakar is actually appreciating her. So if we have a government that is failing us, that we cannot celebrate, then let's turn around and look at people we can celebrate. Sarah Jibrin have done a lot, in terms of liberalizing women folks. She's a feminist. She have actually been fighting to see that she had opportunity to do some certain things that our men have gotten opportunity now they cannot do. A lot of them have disappointed us. Very, very disappointing.
Yeah, she just celebrated her 80th birthday.
Yes, I think Baba is calling. Let's
All right.
see if we can have his own input. Hello, sir.
Hello, good morning. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Ekubelaji Baba.
I'm enjoying the NEPA IAIDC.
Since yesterday night, Baba.
We just had light since last night. Up to now, we're having light.
So, is it because of Banga?
Too.
So I say, let me enjoy myself. Enjoy yourself when there is light. So I'm not coming over. I'm enjoying the lights.
Well, it's a temporary enjoyment.
Wasata reaching Babachi.
If it is temporary, let me enjoy it.
Enjoy it.
I saw that Kariachi.
Okay. But
I'm advising those. I would like solar that career. Give them 1 month, 2 months, give them 1 year, the batteries are gone. Career do career 419. So don't they some tired now? Dollar, go and pay your bill.
To.
No, Baba.
What I can buy light, don't care if you're back when I'm up to now, when I the light. Almost 12 hours.
Baba, come at the 33.
Ni Baba na Ibile.
Say Baba.
I disown you.
Sharp.
Because with the black stomach me.
No, bad belly.
So Baba.
I thank ADC, Mina province. Niger province. ADC, thank you. We got lights.
To have something to say, Baba. A ga emo zeni ji emowa jin daɗin mutum ɗaya ba jin daɗi ba ne don kai ka samu ka tambaya angwani sauran angwanin ko sun samu su ma because I left from no light oh su saka cika oh su saka cika ya sa layi kawai zai sa sola don kai ka sa gidanka
oh when they charge solar muna da light muna da light I solar Jibril artificial shit.
So shikenan maybe they give you laptop so you can celebrate Sarah at home.
Apa, check your message. I send you something.
Okay.
Ni dai na samu Allah ba kowa na shi.
Ta kawata fishe shi.
All right, let's pick some calls.
All right.
Say Baba.
Sai an dauke wuta zan zo.
To Baba ba doki ba fa.
Baba ganka ba?
To ADC over.
We won't see Baba for station.
ADC, thank you.
ADC over to you.
Thank you. ADC Bosso, thank you.
So,
all right. What is place ADC?
All right, thank you Baba for calling. All right, let's go over to the phone line and hear your contribution this morning. You know the number. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ambassador Gibi the Challenger. I am from Tudun, Fulani City.
All right, go ahead.
Baba Kube Laji.
Just go ahead, no
So,
time.
Baba have already said it all. So, AEDC are trying their own possible best to see that there is light. But since they are complaining, it's from the power gas station over there. Like in Boso now, at least as Baba said, I'm aware, they enjoy 12 hours light. One into the Fulani here, they have upgraded. We enjoyed 6 hours light. So please, me, I'm encouraging customers. So the little you see, you manage and you try to pay. And lastly, my brother, I just want to give a tip. Please, we should be aware, vigilant. Since there is no constant electricity supply, bandits, please, we should be conscious looking over our transformer because of bandits.
All right. Thank you so much, Ambassador Gebu, the challenger there. Let's pick more calls. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. All right, we'll lose that call. You know the number to dial. Let's quickly go over to Facebook and read this one. This one is coming from Comrade Ghana Jibrin Tuachiko, saying, good morning, IGP and all presenter in the studio. This greeting your people. I am watching you live from Kaduna State of Nigeria. All right, thank you. Happy stay in Kaduna. We have this one coming from, again, he's coming back saying, Comrade Ghana Jibrin Tuachiko saying, rice, the solution to every cry. The government of the rice by the rice. All right. We've gotten this message before. We have this one coming from Bala Benu Etugay. Good morning, Mr. Usman Apaya, Mr. IG, and Mr. Ibile, and all listeners. The issue of water is very unfortunate. How can the state be battling for water this long? I saw a post that Lapai local government is trying to revive water in the local government. I feel Mr. Governor alone should not take the blames. If Lapai chairman is about to revive that of Lapai, other local governments should emulate him and solve the water issue. Okay, thank you so much there. Let's listen to another call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, my brothers.
What's the name where you calling from?
Yeah, good morning, Afaya. Yeah, this is your loved one, Baba Yasser, calling from the country.
Go ahead.
Thank you very much. We don't know, these NEPA people share bill yesterday, a mini bill, because it's not up to the first one. And to say the truth, unlike yesterday, we got light almost for 4 to 5 hours.
Okay.
So please, they should continue. And we ask the customer, if they should continue like this, then their bill given to us, inshallah, we'll try our possible best to pay it.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right. I think on that one, parliamentary feeder didn't get much yesterday, so it came and it couldn't even do anything.
So I think Sarah Jibrin is not the only person we're going to celebrate, and we have another one too here we want to talk because we know we have to open up our eyes and call on people to open their eyes. In kai da ka samu kuskure ga lokaci nan. Let's hear this clip.
Ga sako daga kungiyar masoyan ci gaban jihar Naija. Maganin kukan zuci da idon zuci da kuma da na sani ƙeya ne. Ya 'yan uwa ma'abota hankali, tunani da mutunci da hangen nesa. In za ku yi kuka, ku yi a wurin da za a share muku hawaye. Kuma in za ku yi magana, ku yi a inda za a saurare ku. In ku za ku yi mu'amala, to ku yi da mai gaskiya, mutunci, kamala da muhibba, masanin ilimi da siyasa, ma'abocin addini da kyautatawa. Dr. MK, jarumi jajirtacce, muna kiranka da ka yunkuro ka shigo fage don ceton al'umman jihar Naija. Ya mai capacity, ilimi, haƙuri da zumunci, ɗan baiwa mutumin kirki. Wannan saƙo ne daga ƙungiyar masoyan ci gaban jihar Naija.
Thank you, Mr. Paya, for that one. Let's go over, see if we can pick one last call before we wrap up.
Do we have time to take call?
Yeah, all right. Okay, it's far gone. All right, gentlemen, let's quickly see, the parting word quickly.
All right, and thank you to everybody who has been with us since the early hours of today. And kudos to our gallant soldiers. We want to say a very big thank you to our gallant soldiers and army and all the security personnel who are in the bush currently fighting the bandits and the Boko Haram, making sure that we are safe. We want to say kudos to you. Thank you very much.
Yes, Ramadan Karim, today is a Friday. Remember, Swat al-Kafi is very important for your security and the security of your family and the nation at large. And of course, Ramadan Karim to all the Muslim Ummah around the globe, and lent to our Christian fellows.
All right, thank you so much, gentlemen. I am Ibrahim Gimba. Thank you for joining us this morning. You can join us again on Monday, same time, same station. Have a very productive day. Good morning.
Somebody just left me a voicemail, so I guess I'll never know what they called about.
90.1 FM.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Let the non-stop music go.
The People's Radio.